If it's the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Da. Instant karma's gonna get you. Gonna knock you right on your head. Better get yourself together. Pretty soon you're gonna be dead. What in the world you thinking of? Laughing in the face of love. What on earth you trying to do? It's up to you. Yeah, you. Instant karma's gonna get you. Gonna look you right in your face. Better get yourself together, darling. Join the human race. How in the world you gonna see? Laughing at fools like me. Who on earth do you think you are? A superstar? Well, right you are. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Well, we all shine on. Everyone, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. John Lennon. There you go, right there. And I want to be very clear when I say this. I am not clowning Manny Pacquiao at all. I am not clowning Manny Pacquiao. I'm just going to point out some simple facts. You see the title. Excuses versus injury. How is it determined? I'm not clowning Manny Pacquiao. There's no need to. But what we're going to do is let the facts speak for itself. I don't need to clown Manny Pacquiao. I can be very petty. And I could clown the Pac-Tards. Isn't it strange how I can always have the last laugh at a Pac-Tard? I can always, at any point. That man has a Hall of Fame career. And as much as I just want to discuss his career, as fugazi as some of it was, I could just say, look, I'm good. Go on and be the president. Do what you need to do. You always got a group of Pac-Tards that want to just poke the bear. You know how easy it is to tear this man down? But I keep telling y'all, I don't want to do it. So instead, I'll just point out the facts. There was a group of Pac-Tards. As soon as Errol, found out he was injured and had to pull out the fight, you know what they did. I ain't even gotta, they were popping up everywhere, his eye got scared, or he's looking like a one-eyed pirate, and he's scared, and he's scared. This dude flipped his car. I saw that car. This guy fights guys 3 times his size in the gym. I have that on good word. But he's scared of Manny Pacquiao, a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao. And y'all kept talking about his eye. 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 And John Lennon was sitting there like, yo, man, I wrote that song in 75. And there's so much truth. There's so many gems in that song. And now, you know what? I'll do you one better than this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, first, let me salute the family. Dwayne Jones in the building. Love is the word. Shemaine Callahan, Eric Holt, Tab Investments, King Jr., Thomas, my brother, salute. Pink Meadows, salute. Jumped on me, stupid. Let me go back up here. Simon Bridgman in the building. Kenny Peeps, Dill Spoolie, MP, what the fuck? Jelly Bean, King Vonnie, Ratchet since 91, Outlaw Jr., Almighty Law, Corinne Alexis. Uptown, what's good? Brent Fox, Black Alpha, Kevin Dunbar. I am Trill Will. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother. Put your link in the chat, family. Bert in the building. The Brothers UK in the building. He's like my first or second sub, man. Much love and respect to you, family. Big Block, Abadordi, Omega Red, my brother, Sean, Adrian Vent. Joe, what's good? Jay Walt, Sweet T, Hamza S, Kitty Peeps, Nazi, what's good, fam? It's always lightweight. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Pete, what's good, Pete? Jamal Davis, what up? All right, let's cook. Jay Gibson, CB Sports TV in the building. The Troll Killer, Mr. Shelton. Yo, real quick. Did y'all see Junior's commercial? Big homie Coop, salute. Did y'all see Junior's commercial? Devontae Moore, salute. I'm going to ask y'all again. I'm telling y'all to go do something. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Did y'all see Junior's commercial? TheBlackGent.com. Explain something to you. Stormy B-Man, salute. Shepherd King, salute. Y'all going to be very proud. If not right now, I'm proud right now to say, yo, man, I know Junior. I remember when he first started that. Somebody drop that link. Somebody drop that link. The Black Gent. I watched that commercial. I was like, yo. Yo. I have not been more proud. Yo, listen. We all should be supporting that product. Hands down. Underground Asylum, salute. David the Real Thomas, salute. On guard. I almost teared up. When I saw the baby boy dancing in the barbershop, I was like, yo, come on. This is it right here. Star City J, what's up, man? Where you been? Yes. I was like, woof. You know what? I'm not. Yo, salute to Junior the Truth. Everyone go support theblackgent.com. Marcus Wall, salute. Dave, I hear you, fam. I don't want to I don't want to. You know what I mean, bro? I don't want to. Let them handle it. All right. Let them handle it. They don't need our help. Let those guys handle it over there. Because race don't matter. And they got shooters. And they got property. And they got people willing to go to prison for them. So they don't need me talking about it. So I'm good. It's not news to me. What is news is this right here. What is news is instant karma. And shout out to Champside. Everyone press one for Champside. This is off his Instagram. Pacquiao must be spoon-fed after Ugas fight. You see a condo, he commented on that. But his was crazy. Oh, this thing is. Damn it. This thing does this. I don't know why it does that. Hold on, y'all. This thing acts crazy sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Here we go.
Sweet Caroline.
Wow.
Manny, grabe naman yan. Grabe naman yung asawa mo pag-alaga sa'yo, ha?
Ay, naku, Dayan.
Kaya wala si Bebe Dan.
Ha?
Sabi nga ng sinasamba niya, through thick and thin.
Amen.
Through thick and thin.
Yes.
Through it all. Through it all.
Si Anton, ganito ka rin kay Anton dapat.
Natututo nga ako sa'yo eh.
Sa hirap at ginhawa, magkasama kayo kasi you're one.
Amen.
You're one in the flesh.
I want y'all to listen.
Sweet Caroline.
Why?
Manny,
All right,
grabe
stop. I'm done with that. Why did they have to sing Sweet Caroline of all songs? I think that is a prelude to things that are going to come soon. Patricia Shelton, Sweet Caroline. Why would she sing Sweet Caroline? But I'm showing that for a reason. Manny's not a god. This ain't the Manny Pacquiao from 10 years ago. This isn't even the Manny Pacquiao from 2 years ago. He's 2 years older. So of course your legs are going to be messed up. It's called age, Manny. Yo, a couple of years ago, I noticed I got to read shit like this. I can't read it like this no more. You ever seen these young kids, they be in their phones like this? I can't do that. I'd be like, I can't do it no more. I remember when I used to do things like that. I used to have the comic book right to my face like this. I can't do that no more. He probably, that's right. That's why Big Homie Coop, he probably did Viva Tu Vida, salute. Now you always on time, my friend. Ghost, what up? He didn't even know that I don't know if he knew if they recorded. Look. You know why I showed that? I'm not making fun of him. I could clown the Pac-Tards very easy right now. Pac-Tards want him in the ring as soon as the swelling goes down, because even he's out there talking about, what do you say? Did he say, I didn't even memorize the quote. It was like ridiculous. Because every time he loses, it's ridiculous. Every time Manny loses, it's ridiculous. Did he not violate Ugas? Did he refer to him as the worst opponent ever? Boli, salute. Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. Jav Carrillo, salute. Oh, yeah, he's in that little river in Africa. You know, the Nile. Live life real, salute. Did he just disrespect Ugas with that tweet? I scammed through it, but it was just disrespectful, man. He said Ugas was easy work. Your wife is feeding you baby food, and you can't see right now. Now, let me say this. He's a fighter. There are certain things that happen with fighters after fights you might never even know. Some fighters' hands swell up so bad that they can't even wipe their own behind for like a month. I mean, this fight game is real. This is probably not the first time she's had to do this for him. This is the first time we're probably seeing it. So I'm not clowning Manny's situation. But what I am pointing out in the situation is he's looking like that. Ugas, I don't think, is looking like that. And he's getting on here saying he's grandstanding like it was easy work. What are you talking about, dude? And then got your fans talking about this rematch. If Ugas takes the rematch, dude, just do the OSDT, man. Because, well, I'm gonna believe that he's gonna go and juice up. And yes, I'm one of those people that believe he was juiced up. I think he was juiced up because as soon as Floyd started pushing for OSDT, those knockouts didn't come like that. Rampage Jackson, salute. But here's my question. Those excuses he put out, did Kevin Iole say anything? Did Rick Glasser say anything? Did Rick Glasser and his old decrepit Walking Dead looking ass, did he do any memes? Did he do anything? Did he say anything? How about Steve Kim? Did he do anything? Did he say anything? Did he say the excuses have to stop? Did Teddy Atlas say, yo, the excuses are hang it up, man? Did anyone say, all right, man, all right. You're an all-time great. They just look at the cup half full. Anna Israel, salute. Manny, just hang it up. You just lost. You're older. You lost to the bigger, stronger guy with a style you've never fought before. He's never fought a Cuban style. Not that I recall. But my point is, did anybody say anything? Because this is not the first time he's made excuses for a loss. All Around Strong, LLC, salute. He lost to Floyd, like we all said. Well, majority of us said he would. Whether you said he would or whether he lost. Okay, you want a rematch. We knew that was coming, and we knew it wasn't going to happen. What did happen was amazing. And the salt water, and we was like, hold on. And it got so bad that people were like, wait a minute. I bet big money on this fight. You're saying that you went in this fight injured? You remember that? Remember that was all over the news? It looked like they were looking to that excuse about the injury. It took legs and people were dealing with it and saying, oh, okay, that's why he lost. He was hurt. But then when people started saying, no, I bet big money. And there were people that, when they say big money, we're talking about 5 racks and above. And they're saying, yo, nah. You went in this thing hurt? You sure that's what you want to go with? You remember that? And they pulled back on it. I stopped listening to it. I was like, here we go. What I'm asking you is, did they rip Manny a new ass for making excuses? I wonder what Kevin Iole wrote back then. Legend of excuses. Practitioner of excuses from the Philippines. Because, you know, Floyd Mayweather is American, right? He was undefeated, right? Whatever Manny was saying, they were just saying, oh, okay. Right. So here he go again. Here he go again. You lost to the bigger, stronger guy, younger guy, with a style you never fought before, and you're discrediting him by saying you didn't feel right. And you got trolls, pack tards running around here talking about his water was poisoned. You believe that? You now y'all want to believe in poisoned water. Let's roll with that. You want to roll with that? Pack tards? Y'all want to roll with that poison water stuff? You want to roll with that? You want to play that game now? Now you want to play that game? Where's the toxicology report? Y'all said y'all want to play, right? Okay. when we say there's certain things you can't prove because it's over. Ask Kermit Cintron, does he feel Margarito cheated him twice? He'll tell you, yes, absolutely. Did anyone ask Kermit Cintron, yo, why didn't you fire your camp? Who watched the hand wraps? They didn't know to check for certain things. You know he cheated you twice, got away with it. Can he prove it? No. But why do we feel that what he says holds merit? Because of why? Margarito's track record. Track record. That plays an instrumental part in what you believe in a person's track record. A person gets arrested. He's sitting in the precinct. What did he do? Well, we know he broke into that house and that woman's laying there dead. But he said he didn't do it. He said she was dead when he got there. Okay? So we pull up his track record. He has a bunch of B&Es. But he never killed anybody. Turns out he wasn't lying. This is a real thing I'm telling you. Turns out he wasn't lying. He broke into an apartment. This guy broke into an apartment, and a woman had a heart attack in her kitchen and died. She was laying on the floor dead all day. He broke in, and then he got scared. Right? And as his luck, the police was already coming up to break down the door because the woman's relatives called and said, yo, look, grandma ain't answered the phone for 3 days. We don't know what's going on. And went up in there, boom, and he with stuff in his hand. His luck. So when he got locked up, they were like, yo, you better have not killed that woman. He said, I never touched her. I never touched her. Ran his track record, a bunch of B&Es and purse snatches, chain snatches dating back to the 80s. That's how he lived. But he didn't kill that woman. Now, what if we looked at the record and we had a bunch of assaults? That would lead us to believe that maybe he did something. Maybe he clucked upside the head while he was robbing her. He got lucky. Well, he didn't get so lucky. He got time. But he's lucky he didn't do nothing to that woman. He broke into the wrong house and found a woman on the floor. Can you imagine? That's crazy. Salute to Jafar Cesar in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said Manny wouldn't be looking like that if he would have left Bob Arum when Floyd told him to. Now he's playing catch up because he needs money. You know what? I don't know if he needs the bread. I know he needs to go sit his ass down. Rick Blackwell, salute. Vault UK, salute. I know he needs to go sit his ass down now. It's time. DP Rocker, salute. It's time for Manny to go sit his ass down. Impact Tards, this is not going to get any better for you. He needs to stay out the ring. He's not beating Ugas. There was nothing in that fight that I could see Manny doing any different to beat Ugas other than juicing up on a bunch of whatever he wants to take and trying to out-hustle him for every round, for 12 rounds, throwing 1,000 punches. And that's not going to help him. Did y'all see how big Ugas was? Ridiculous, man. There's nothing. You're sending that man to get killed. Stop. And this is karma for y'all. This is karma for y'all. I'm not trying to talk bad about Manny. This is the truth. Sit your ass down now. Stop. Stop. Y'all clowned Errol for his eye, and y'all said he was making excuses. And look at Manny's eye right now. Look at both his eyes. Go ahead. Have a look. Have a look. What you say, John? White, Drew. Y'all need to stop playing. Jay, what up? Y'all need to stop playing. That karma came back so fast to y'all. So fast. There you go. Glass à glace. DB Monthers, salute. But this leads into the topic. JC, salute, bro. Excuse versus injury. Oh, I like that. I like that. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother. Hell yeah. Now, excuse versus injury. What determines excuse versus an injury? I'm going to bring up some names. I've named this, I might change the name, but I've named this, you know how Jim Lampley had the Gaddy list? And it made no effing sense other than he's a fan of Rock'em Sock'em fighters that bleed, and by the time they're 38, they're talking like they're 98 years old, you know, that type of thing. Made no sense. I've named this the Aioli inconsistent list. I might change it, but I thought it was funny. Stormy, I'm glad you're here, and I hope Bruce Goes is here because I'm going to go back in time a little bit. Aaron Pryor, Black Bottle. Anthony Bolton, salute. Aaron Pryor, Black Bottle. Black Bottle. Y'all remember the infamous Black Bottle? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember a trainer by the name of Panama Lewis? Y'all remember that? Alexis Arguello? Y'all remember Alexis Arguello? Slim guy. Wore his trunks kind of high. But man, he could punch. He will knock your head right off your shoulders. Long, lanky, great jab. Boom! Y'all remember that? Y'all remember? Give me the water. No, not that one. The one that I mixed. Y'all remember that? Gave it to Aaron, and Aaron was like a wind-up dog. He walked through everything. There was one punch in that fight that, yo, man, let me tell you something. Alexis, I don't know how Aaron Pryor, and shout out to Stormy because he was just talking about Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor got hit so hard in that fight, the back of his head touched the back of his traps. I don't know. He didn't Southern T boxing in the building. What's good? I was like, why is he not on the floor? I remember watching that fight when I was a kid. I remember standing in the living room and watching it like, ooh, oh. And he literally walked through hell. And when he got to touching on Alexis felt it, man. And he out outwilled him. And you could see, I forget which round that first fight ended in. The first fight. I forgot. I know that Alexis, this is interesting because Stormy was just talking about this on the show with SB Stay Sharp. Salute to you, fam. Alexis, there was nothing wrong with his cardio. It was 14 or 12. Yeah, it was one of those high rounds. Bert says it was the 10th. It was the 10th? I don't remember. The first fight, there was nothing wrong with Alexis' gas tank. He never had a problem with cardio that I remember. If he did, like, y'all let me know. But when he gave up, when I look back at that fight now, Aaron's gas tank sucked the energy out of him. And he was like, my God, I done hit this guy with everything. And I landed clean all fight long. He's still here like it's round one. And a lot of that, he was hurt, but a lot of that was, I not tonight. And he stopped him. Stopped him. And then the black bottle came about. And everybody got involved. Now watch this. You know why they took that so serious? Because not only did they hear what was said in the corner, look at where it was coming from. Panama Lewis. What do we know about Panama Lewis? Y'all remember a fighter by the name of Louis Resto? That was the first glove gate that I remember. But I can't recall whether that was before or after. It doesn't. No. That was. I believe that was after. That was after, because that was the situation that got them thrown out the sport. But Panama already had a reputation of being fugazi. He already had that rep. So they had reasonable cause to believe that. I remember in the news, they said, yo, we asked him what was in there. He said water. He said, you asked for the one you mixed. I don't think you mixed water with water. There was something in there. Salute to Pete Davenport in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Drew, off topic real quick. Yesterday, you wished a lot of channels favor, and I wish you the same, that same favor, brother. I don't comment all the time. I just listen. You doing your thing, God. Favor, yo, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, super chat or not. You know what I'm saying? All I want to do is talk boxing and contribute to what we're doing here in the LDBC, and everybody, even if you're not LDBC, but you're doing right. You know, you're sticking to your craft. You're talking boxing. We don't have to agree on boxing, but you're keeping it classy. You're minding your business, which is your channel, the sport, or whatever topic you're talking about. You're minding your business and not anybody else's. If people like, trust, and respect you, they'll show you love like you're showing me love right now. And I show love back to you by just providing you with content. And I appreciate you, brother. I really do. I really do. And I say this on the daily, man. That statement that I just said, we've heard it growing up. We hear it every day. We hear it on TV. But I hope you understand that it really applies now, especially if you're doing the social media thing. Mind your business. Mind your business. And stay out of other people's business. You don't want to get dragged into that stuff. Streaming panels and internet beef. For what? It takes, you got to be real powerful. Alan coming to salute. Salute to I Am Legend Boxing in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, man. Jamal Davis, it was after yeah, it was after. Because that was the situation that got him thrown out. But Panama Lewis had a record of being fugazi before all of that. There was no internet back then, but people would talk about him. He was a shady character. But yeah, Alan Cummings, you're never late, brother. You're never late. We're talking about the difference between excuses and injuries. How do we determine who's making an excuse and who's making it, who has real injuries? Prize by the TV, salute. Yeah, so if you mind your business, you're gonna be fine. The cheap way for views is to start talking about somebody else because they're hot. This is my response to so-and-so TV. You sound like a miserable old person. Andrew Charles, salute. Woke the Truth, salute. You responding to people that don't even talk to you? If you say something on your channel and I don't like it, guess what? I ain't got nothing to say about it. I don't care. You just look like a fool. But then you say something to him, and then he say something to you, and now there's beef. And the only people that care are the people that are into that Jerry Springer type of thing. Ooh, let me see what he's gonna say. Let me see what he's gonna say. Are they gonna fight up? I don't care about that. I don't care about anything about that. I'm an adult. I have my immature moments when I'm clowning, but I'm just having fun. What's not fun is going back and forth with a complete and total stranger because they have a weird infatuation with me. That's gay. Hold on, y'all. I got y'all right now. I know I gotta hit these dudes with the one time. Two times. Mind your business. Just mind your business. If you mind your business, you're going to be fine. If you're minding your business and building your product, you ain't going to have time to be worried about who's talking about you, who's doing videos and diss videos about you. Because when you got 7 or 9 or 20 diss videos about you, you're doing something right. And like I told y'all, I know when someone has done an entire stream about me because my subs jump up about 100. Y'all notice y'all can't see how many subs I got now? I took it off, and I did that for a reason. I guess I'm popping. Y'all done made me a star. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm just talking boxing. What are y'all talking about? I'm not the boxer. What the fuck? You're making videos about other YouTubers. Yeah, hit the like button. You're making videos about other YouTubers. I am not the product. What is wrong with you? But why are you making umpteen videos about me? Why am I running around in your brain when you sleep? No amount of therapy can fix that. You are what you are. Just stay away from me. Anyway, back to boxing. That's right, man. Go subscribe to I'm Sure Will. That's the fam right there. Anyway, back to boxing. So Panama Lewis gave the world of boxing, being that he had a record and he had a reputation. He had a reputation of being fugazi and people behind in the industry because there was no internet back then. They used to know. There's a lot of things that go on in boxing that we'll never know. Like this Glovegate thing with Deontay Wilder. They don't want to say it out loud, but everyone's checking gloves. This poison water thing. They don't want to admit it out loud, but word on the block is a lot of camps are bringing their own water to their venues now. Salute to the general in the building. He said no live this morning. I'll be on show though. Hashtag LDBC. Salute to the general, man. Put a G in the chat for the general who made this space for us. Much love and appreciation in that super chat, man. I hold it down. Good, we got some time. Salute to the general. No doubt. That's the main reason. He's the main reason why they can't stand what we do. They don't like the organization. They don't like the organization, and they don't like us organized. We're organized. Chesme, salute, fam. They don't like when we get organized. And guess what? We're organized. We're not bothering anybody. We are in our own world, doing us. We are in our own world, doing us, taking care of our business, not bothering anybody. And like clockwork, What do you think these haters do? Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Lord, I got fans. Damn. So anyway, yeah, we create our own space. That's right. It's the Lions Den boxing community, not the Lions Den black community. We created our own space. We're talking amongst ourselves. We left a situation and said, all right, we're going to go over here and all right, y'all go ahead. I remember this happened a few times back in the day. When you're a kid, you go to the park. You know, when you was younger, you did go to the park. There were no handheld devices. And you go to the park and a group of kids won't let you play in the game that they're playing. Okay. Fuck y'all. So more kids coming to the park. Start playing with the other kids. You say, all right, we're going to play a game of tag over here. So now those 5 kids ain't let you join in their game. So now another 6 kids come in and y'all playing tag amongst yourselves. So now here come the 5 kids. Come play with us. Nah, we all right over here. Then they start throwing rocks and acorns at y'all. Oh, y'all don't want to play? Fine. They throwing stuff at you. See, I get it, though. That's jealousy, and that's childish, right? That's childish. You don't want to play with me? Fine, I'm going to wreck you. That's childish. That's what's happening. Childish. It's childish. Packed our stuff and left. We're talking about the same sport. Everyone's having it. And not everybody in the LDBC agrees. BFTB had an 8-hour live stream yesterday, going back and forth with family. So this isn't some cult where everybody has the same mind. We're over here talking boxing, and we can agree to disagree, but we're in our lane. And people come bother us all the time. Hot trolls, they're beating on the door right now. They can't get in. I'm talking about excuse versus injury. There's probably 1,000 different channels that they're having the same conversation with a different title, but they're talking about the same thing, and they'll have a different ideology and see it different from me. That's fine. But if I don't mess with your channel, I don't mess with your channel. I'm not even going to go there and give it a thumbs down. I'm just going to leave. Yo, what is really wrong with you? Boxing fan, yeah, I mean, I'd like to think so. I put in work. And I know I put in the work because I have stalkers. I have a stalker right now. I have a stalker right now. That BFTB, he killed him. So now he turned the attention. I killed that guy already. He got killed twice. I was just glad to put him through the motions. Just leave me alone, dude. Believe me when I tell you. Now listen very carefully. Believe me when I tell you. I'm not worth the time. I'm just a dude talking boxing in the morning. That's it. Why have you taken such an infatuation with me? I don't know. I am not the news. Repeat. I am not the news. Do we understand that? Am I a fighter? Am I in the ring? Am I doing half the stuff that, for example, Boxing Ego was doing, that Blue Blood is doing, Dante's Boxing Nation? Am I chasing people down and throwing I'm not even doing that. I'm not the news. The news is on Boxing Scene and everywhere else you can get it. Mansa Musa, salute. Because it can't be my boxing opinion. It can't be that I'm the most articulate person in the world. I'm not. It can't be I'm the most educated person in the world. I'm not. I'm educated, but I'm not the most educated. It can't be the Sugar Hill interview, man. That shit is old, man. Get over that. Niggas still talking about that. Get over it. It happened. It's over with. But this infatuation, it's of like Dillian White to Deontay Wilder proportions. What is your obsession? If you get out of bed, Battle Ready Fitness, Cass, salute, Spook, salute. If you get out of bed and worry about what the hell I'm doing, a guy from the Bronx who just takes care of his health and go to work and drive a bus. If you lose sleep over me and you got a whole world out there, there's other things you can do. You can climb mountains. You can hit the gym yourself. You can mentor children. All this other productive stuff you can be doing. But you got to take time out to focus on little old me. Chef Dre Dog, salute. There's also women out there. Just saying. And you got to take time to do a video about another YouTuber. And believe me, I'm not even popping like that. I'm not. I'm not. Blue Blood will get out of bed at 3 a.m, Eastern Standard Time, drop a 8-minute video about 2 Ecuadorian fighters that we probably never heard of. And the winner of that fight will be fighting Monster Nui. And I'll click refresh on the page 5 minutes later, and that shit'll got like 11,000 views. I am not on that level. Why am I occupying your time? I have no clue. Anwar Willis, salute. I have no clue. I admire Blue Blood. I salute that man every day. I donate to his channel every day. Why? Because I'm a bloody capitalist. I want more information. I want him to make more phone calls. I want more of an inside scoop. So how do I get that? I donate to the channel so that I can provide a means for him to do more of that. You see how that works? Did y'all get what I just said? Plus, that's my brother. See how that works? Yeah. Haters don't think that far. They think about themselves. Salute to Pete Davenport back in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Drew, I used to argue with my mother, and say you're book smart, but respect, truth, honesty. I'll take over big words. Bro, no one will ever get that, man. No one will ever get that. Well, small-minded people won't get that. You understand? Respect, truth, and honesty. Y'all ever looked up the laws of attraction? Read up on it. Read up on it. The laws of attraction. Believe me when I tell you, you get what you put out. Dave Jack, salute. Mr. Black, salute. Star City J. Yo, you get what you put out. You get what you put out. And you will find that all of the channels with the biggest mouths, with all of the jokes, and all of the venom that they throwing out towards us. Let me give you a gem right now. If you have allegedly 20,000 subs, and every time you go live, you have maybe 70 people, 60 people on average in your live stream, and the only time your live stream is popping like that, when you have 300 to 400 people in there, is when you going off on some beef stuff on another YouTuber, like something actually gonna happen physical with you and that YouTuber, because they talking, and now that's the only time they have 300 to 400 people in there when they're going off or something, or they have a panel of a bunch of people screaming. And you got 20,000 subs. I've seen channels, because there's different communities on YouTube. There's one that I ain't gonna say no names, but on average on these different communities, because I'm doing some research, because I just want to get a better understanding on how these things work. I saw a woman. She was she's an earthy black woman, and I'm like, this is interesting. I'm listening to her. Geo James, salute. Copper Aborigine, salute. Ricky Williams in the building. So I'm watching her, and I noticed she had 10,000 subs, and she had about 1,000 people in her chat. I've watched her for like the last month or so. And on average, she'll have 800 to 1,000 people in her chat. She has about 10,000 subs. So, okay. So I refer back to these boxing channels, 24,000 subs, whatever. And I'm not saying no names, but some noticed how you have 24,000 subs, and every time you go live, you can only get like 50 people in there. The numbers aren't adding up. It's not adding up. Just saying. Blue Blood goes live every day. It is abnormal for me not to hear him say, get those likes to 1.1K. That's normal for him. Blue Blood has over 100K subs. So every time he goes live, on average, I don't know the numbers. I'm just going to throw a number. On average, there'll be about 900 to 1,000 people at one point in his chat. That makes sense. Those numbers make sense. But if you have 20,000 subs, 24,000 subs, and when you go live, on average, you get only 50 people in there, that's your high number? It doesn't make sense. Like, trust, respect. How many times have I got on here and talked about someone else by name? I did it one time because I was addressing something. Because I got tired of the nonsense, and I addressed them and I said their name and I straightened everything out. That's the last time I did it. All these other clowns talking. What are y'all talking for? Stop. Mind your business. Mind your business. Because I mind mine. I'm not over there talking about y'all because I don't give a fuck about y'all. Why do you give a fuck about me? I don't know. I don't know. Mind your business. Brother, sister, whoever you are. Turncoat, American, African, Brit, Venezuelan. Mind your business, dude. Do your content. But if my name drives traffic to your channel, good luck. Jay Grant, you ain't missing nothing, brother. I just had to stop here for a minute. Anthony Jones, what up? The real 16-6, salute. I know, bro. Only know one way to tell it. And if I'm not clear on something, I'll ask the family, like, yo, is this and that? I'll ask. I don't know everything. This is a conversation. I'll read news and then I'll give you my opinion on it. And it's amazing. The one time I trolled, you know, the amount of buffoons that fell for that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all got a lot of time on y'all hands. Jesus Christ. Proverbs 22:29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? In short, I mind my business. That's why I'm successful. I ain't got time to worry about what anyone else is doing. When I want to improve, and I'm looking to improve every day, I listen to you. All right? I'm proactive instead of reactive. When people are talking about me, I shrug my shoulders, man. People have been talking about me my whole life. I'm still here. And I'm gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people that did talk about me that are still around, you should see them. You should see them. And I'm not petty. We're grown now. Hey, what's up, lady? Hey, what's up, man? How you? Whew. Time reveals all truth, don't it? Don't it? Devon down gave the salute. My parents told me a long time ago, don't pay attention to what people, who are they to tell you that they can't do it? Who are they to tell you they can't do it? No, you know what it is? They can't do it, and they don't want you to be successful at it. Once you just look at them and say, okay, and you go ahead and do your own thing, look at how they look at you. That's right, Ricky Williams. Welcome to life. Hey. Mind your business. Worry about you. It is refreshing. Do you know how ridiculous it is to get out of bed? And I promise I'm going to get back to boxing, but this bears repeating. When someone is talking about you and you are letting it weigh on your head, and then you don't sleep well, and then you get up and run to YouTube to run to that picture, run to that person's post and see what he said about you today. That shit is exhausting. I can only imagine. It is refreshing to just ignore it. Why? Do they know you? Salute to my brother Ricky Williams in the building. He said grown man talk. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This bears repeating. Do they know you? There's only a handful of people on this YouTube that can say they know me personally. When I really mean a handful. No one knows me. And there's a handful of people that are quote unquote the enemy now that got my phone number. And if they really had a problem, what they could have done? They could have called me, right? Did they call? Nope. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no problem. I ain't gotta respond. Dude, not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves a response, family. It don't. Sometimes you got to do something to put people through the motions to let you know, yo, dude, don't play games with me. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go back and forth with lifeless, spineless jellyfish, man. My life is good. My life is good. Talking with y'all every morning, that's good for me. I like this. I'm good. But some people are addicted to chaos, fellas. And I'm not trying to talk bad about the women, but this is just fellas. Y'all ever dated a chick that was addicted to chaos? No matter how nice you are, she always had the spark, and it's like, yo, I didn't even say, babe, it's a nice day outside. That depends on how you look at it. What is wrong with you? Realize it is her, it's not you. I got black men mad at me for reasons they can't explain. Why? Because I'm friends with Tay Jones? Because Deontay doesn't want to talk to old media and he only talks to 78? And Fred? And Blue? You know what that is? They know they're about to be on the wrong side of history when this whole thing is over. Eric R. Salute. They know that. They're about to be on the dead wrong side of history. And Copper, yeah, this spirit is sick. And it's eating them up on the inside because we're standing on something and we got facts to support it. This isn't magic. This isn't some mystic stuff we're talking about here. We're providing evidence. For example, AB, salute. For example, speaking of AB, we never thought that AB got cheated against Maidana. But then when Maidana tried to pull that same thing with the gloves with Floyd, and Floyd caught it, Team Maidana said, hey, they came out the pack. They came like that. And then we did a little more research about how these gloves could be packed. Same weight, but the padding in the glove could be manipulated all around the glove. But as long as the glove makes the weight, they really don't check like they're supposed to. But Floyd said, ain't no padding in it. And then, oh, shoot. He hit AB with that. That's why AB had that zombie look when he first got hit in his face. And AB got a chin, does he not? But can we prove it? He did. Can we prove that he did that to AB? At this point, no. What's done is done. You can't prove certain things. So that's the side we're on. Certain things happen that opens up a can of worms. That's just how life works. And people want to act like that's not real. Is there cheating in boxing? Yes. So why are you calling us excuse makers and being crazy for thinking that something happened? And then if you want to add, JB, salute. If you want to add the racial aspect of it and you start questioning these black people, yo, are you paying attention to what's happening here? We're saying this man got cheated, but look at how he's being treated by the media. You don't even want to look into this? No. That's them. Bunch of monkeys. No. Planet of the Apes after fucking niggas, man. I swear to God, y'all make me sick. 24 and salute. Yeah, go ahead, screen record that. Trolls. Drew acting like a monkey. Yeah, I just gave you one. I did that on purpose. Bunch of monkeys. And then when you politely lay out the facts and say, look, here's why we believe that. Look at this glove. Look at how it's flopping around. Best part is this guy has a track record. And let me break down the 10-year track record of this guy. And then you end it off by saying, DOG, salute. You end it off by saying, hey, man, if the UK was wide open, like it's about to be, and AJ was fighting Fury, they couldn't have it in the UK right now. Why? Oh, you didn't know? Once you're talking to a person that don't know why, conversation's pretty much a wrap. You let them know, the guy don't even have a boxing license in his own country. I bet you if Deontay Wilder didn't have a boxing license in America, that'd be front page news every day. Deontay Wilder's next fight is going to be in Dubai. It's going to be in Canada. It's going to be in Mexico. It's going to be in Venezuela. It's going to be in Argentina. It's going to be in the UK. It's going to be in Africa. But he can't fight here. The American champion can't fight here. That'd be front page news. And that'd be all the trolls and haters would be talking about. Every day in our chats. Every day. But here, Fury situation, non-existent. Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. They talk about his bloodline and bare knuckle fighting and how he conquered his drug habit. Meanwhile, he never went and got help. He did it himself. Can you imagine if Marcellus Wilder was on a reality TV show and was kissing another man? Can you imagine the trolling we would have to put up with? The memes, can you imagine? Am I lying about any of this? And it's when you explain this to black people that just are hell-bent on shitting on Deontay, when you say, yo, hold on, slow down. Let me bring you up to speed. I'm not asking you to like his fight style. I'm telling you the machine that's trying to destroy him and how you're contributing to it. Let me just bring you up to speed on what's happening. And after you explain everything, it goes in here, it leaves here, and it's no. All right, Mighty Joe Young. Fuck out of here. Go climb a building and jump off that fucker. Which is why I've slowly, I stopped. This is why my platform is good, because here I get it out. And if you can stand it, you can listen to it. A couple of people say, oh man, you know what? I didn't know that. He what? Wait a minute, I didn't see that glove do. Oh man. I didn't know. He ain't got no license. Wait a minute. Wait, yeah, you know, he was never popping like that. Huh? You don't say. There was a couple of people I got through to that they didn't know. And at the end of the day, they said, you know what, if they try and do that to this brother, that's messed up. That's messed up. Because you let ESPN tell it, Tyson Fury is a feel-good story. He's a damn criminal who hangs out with criminals. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? That's why they don't like me. Because I'm calmly telling you the truth. So do your videos. You're doing me a service. Syriot, salute. Bottom line is you'll never be me. You'll never look like me. You never look as good as me. And, you know, boar testicles. That's what's up. That's the type of time y'all on. So this is all relevant. Excuse versus injuries. I just gave you an example. All right. So where was I with Panama Lewis? Panama Lewis had a track record of doing fugazi stuff. So they investigated. Now, they didn't find anything. But what did we hear in that corner? Don't give me that bottle. Give me the other one, the one that I mixed. There was obviously something there. But could they prove it? Did they do toxicology reports back then? I don't know. No, not that one. The one that I mixed. He said it a couple of times, did he not? So what happened? They said, you know what? We got to order this rematch. Now, unfortunately for Arguello, I don't know whether it was a mental thing or a style thing. I think it had a lot. It had a lot to do with both. Stylistically, Aaron was bad for Alexis. I think mentally, he felt he couldn't beat Aaron, and he didn't. And when they last fought, Mr. Fist, salute. When they last fought, Alexis just sat on the floor. He didn't get up. He was like, you know, I can't beat this guy. And it was over with. So you had a huge portion of people saying, see, there was nothing in no black bottle. It was just style. And you see, he proved it just now. I don't care what you say. There was something in that bottle. And then later on, instead of, well, you didn't really have you didn't really have a lot of evidence to throw Panama Lewis out of the sport. But the problem with guys like that is the big one eventually happens. And the big one happened. Louis Resto takes a padding out the gloves, and Louis Resto was an up-and-coming boxer, good kid. Took the padding out the gloves, beat up Collins, and when they're congratulating him, I want you to understand something. If Billy's dad did not dap it up with Louis, if he don't touch that glove, we never find out. If he don't touch the glove, we never find out. I want you to think about that. If Louis was smart, if Panama was smart, they should have been like, yo, end of the fight. Come over to the corner. Let's just get the gloves off as fast as we can, and we'll just hustle them out the ring. But he's going over there dapping it up, and as soon as he dapped it up, yo, hit me on IG, JB. Hit me on IG. Hit me on the gram. Hit me on the gram. And you know, if he don't touch the glove, he gets away with it. You understand? We almost missed that, and that was one of the biggest crimes. Matter of fact, that crime, they did jail time, man. A ban from the sport. Louis Resto was out here in the Bronx working at Morse Park Gym. That kid could have been a millionaire. Panama Lewis, working with Panama Lewis, screwed him. Bad choices. It didn't kill Billy Collins, but they said he went into a depression after that. After that, they went into a depression. Now, you would think after that, things like that happen. So now that rules change and, you know, restrictions get tight. You know what I mean? Healing the mind, body, and coach. Salute. You would think, right? No. Because when you make more rules and make things tighter, criminals figure out a way to survive. Okay, they're going to do this now, but we can do this and get around that. This is the way of the world. So we'll never know if Alexis Arguello had a case in the first fight with the black bottle, because he lost the second fight, and a lot of people are standing on PJ's Big Dog salute. They're standing on the Strength Westwood salute. Yeah, you're right. I just thought of something. Yeah, fuck it. A lot of people are standing on the fact that nothing happened in the first fight because of how the second fight ended. But I know what I heard in that corner. I know what I heard. Not that water, the one that I mixed. So is Alexis making excuses? It depends on who his fan base was. Let's talk about Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Y'all remember that? Mike Tyson has some of the strangest fans. Old and new. Mike Tyson has some of the most unrealistic fans that I've ever seen. Over Manny Pacquiao fans, over Pactards, because they've been around longer. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. And see, I might, yeah. That might be something to, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to touch that, man. I know, JB. I see it. I know. That's why I say we love the sport, but the sport don't love us back. The fix is in. When I refer to this thing as a grand scheme, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This is real stuff. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Y'all remember that? Historical night in boxing. Historical night in boxing. Y'all remember that long count? Y'all remember at the end of the fight, Mike Tyson sitting at the desk, Don King talking about, oh, it was a 15 count. Was the count long? Do you know the arguments I had in school over that? Yo, it was a long count. They robbed Mike. I said, how about this? It was a long count, but Buster got up. Why didn't Mike finish him? How about this? Mike got knocked on his ass. How come he didn't get up? No. Monkeys. You could say Mike Tyson is fighting tomorrow, and his opponent is to be announced. You know how many mofos will pick Mike to win, and they don't even know who the hell he's fighting? Mike loses to Buster Douglas. There was an excuse. Mike loses to Evander Holyfield. There's an excuse that he would have beat him if he didn't do that time in prison. Everything boxing and sports. My brother Keon's in the building. Brown on boxing. Salute. Now, it was a long count, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Deontay Wilder knocked out Fury in the first fight. Nobody wants to hear it. Okay, so let's not hear it. It's a long count. Let's not hear it. The cocaine got Fury off his back. I'm being a douche when I say that. I can't confirm whether he was on cocaine, but it wouldn't surprise me. Why? Because the man does drugs. He said it. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it. See how I handled that? Was he on drugs in that fight? I believe so. Why didn't he get caught? Toxicology report. No. Not for him. Why would they do a toxicology report on him? The same reason why they didn't catch that floppy glove. Only person that saw it was who? Charles Martin. Fury ain't cheat. He ain't cheat. He ain't cheat. No. Y'all remember Monkeying from Thundercats? The mutant? That's them niggas. Pete Davenport back in that super chat, man. Much love to you. He said Mike Tyson, the clown. People respect him now. No different from Mayweather and Wilder when they make so much money because people want to see them lose one day. My point exactly. He was the darling of the world at one point. Not only America, of the world. All right? And then when he started getting in trouble outside the ring, he became America's favorite train wreck. America's favorite train wreck. I got you, JB. Iron Avant. Salute. He became America's favorite train wreck. It's like every time he's in the news, what is he going to do today? What's he going to do today? What's he going to do today? It's ridiculous. Salute to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Go subscribe to my brother. He said smash his like button. No doubt. Hit the like button. We chilling. We got a little time. The general's not coming in. We got some time. So, well, salute to my brother DP Rocker in the super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Professor Drew, keep preaching, bro. I'm on the job. I'm on the job, man. No diggity doubt, man. I'll do it for the family. So right now, there's a mystique surrounding Mike Tyson right now. You could say he's fighting right now. And he looks real good for his age right now. He's still got those reflexes. I mean, when I say reflexes, I mean, you can tell he's a pro fighter. He can still turn. He can still keep those punches short, and it's Mike. It's fun to watch. But if he said I'm making a comeback, like for real, he's not beating the top 20 heavyweight. Mike will get his ass beat. Did y'all forget what happened? How he looked on the tail end of his career as a pro? Did y'all forget who he lost to? Did y'all forget? Or was y'all making excuses for him then? Bottom line is, his head wasn't in the game anymore. He fell out of love with the sport. He was doing it for the money. He's tearing his leg, like kneecaps and stuff. I mean, come on. He wasn't well. Now, was Mike fun to watch coming up? Yes. But when you analyze his record, it's mediocre. And if you're talking to a quote-unquote Mike Tyson fan, here's how you test them. Pull up their record, pull up his record on Box Record on your phone, and say, point out his notable wins. Point out his notable wins. They'll point out a few, but I bet you they fly right by Trevor Berbick. I bet you. You know how many times I've done that to people? Point out his notable wins. Here. They'll be like, Ruddock, Bruno, Spinks, Holmes. I'm like, oh. Berbick? Who? Give me my phone back. Get out of here. Snatch the phone and hit him over the head with a book. Justin Hawkins, salute. Get out of my face. This is ridiculous. So why did Mike Tyson, why all the excuses for Mike Tyson? He has some unconditional love. Unconditional love. Unconditional. Because of who he is. But who is he? That depends. You're talking to two different people. You ask someone on the outside looking in, oh, yeah, youngest heavyweight champion, fun guy to watch, has some troubles, but, I'm glad for the guy. Okay. Would you talk to a couple of people like myself that's been around him in a social setting and watched him? He's good now because he's like a grandpop. He's like a grandpop now. He's lived and learned, and he's more calm nowadays until you piss him off. But he was a nightmare to be around in his 20s. Jay Good, salute. A nightmare to be around. Because I've been around him like, oh, shit. Come on, man. Depends on who you ask. Make excuses for him. So he loses to Buster Douglas. They made excuses for him. All right? Loses to Lennox Lewis. There was an excuse made for him. Oh, well, he'd have beat him if it was 5 years ago. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If he didn't go to prison, whose fault is that? He'd have beat Evander if he didn't go to prison. No. And I stand on that. But again, whose fault is that? Stop, man. Cut it out. And then when I say things like, y'all like doing fantasy matches, say, yo, look, Deontay would have knocked the shit out of Mike in his prime. No. Mm-hmm. Buster Douglas was supposed to take an L in like the first round in Japan. Y'all saw what happened. But what happened after that fight? Long count. He didn't train. He fired his corner. James lost his mother. It was mentally gone. Bruce Gold, salute. He was mentally gone. Fighting on instincts and pure heart. Nobody would have beat James that night. Aftermath White says, now I'm tripping. That's your opinion, brother. But I stand on it. Deontay Wilder would have knocked the shit out of a prime Mike Tyson. A prime Mike Tyson was supposed to knock the shit out of James Quick Tillis, but he stopped the KO streak. That happened. That happened. If Deontay Wilder was walking around in the 80s, Don King would not have brought Mike anywhere near Deontay Wilder unless he had options on Wilder. 6'7", punching downward on a guy that's 5'9". It wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have made sense. Shit. King Kong Ortiz would have gave Mike a nightmare. Stop. I got to stop with this Mike Tyson stuff, man. The man was not unbeatable. We've seen him lose. Evander Holyfield was coming up from cruiserweight to heavyweight specifically for Mike Tyson. The man was beatable. Riddick Bowe would have gave him a nightmare. Akabi Ibuchi would have gave him some problems. The man was not unbeatable. And then what do people do to discredit everything that Deontay does? When we say what he's done, they discredit the entire sport of boxing. Well, ain't nobody popping like that. Oh, the division is weak. What? The division is weak? How about the supporters of the sport in America have changed? Y'all get what I just said? The supporters have changed. Boxing is not the premier sport in America anymore. It never was. He said, Wilder is not equipped enough to deal with Mike Tyson's style. What is Mike Tyson's style? LeRon, salute, fam. How you doing? Broken Traditions in the building. What is Mike Tyson's style? That peekaboo style? Get on the inside? The peekaboo style you talking about? Tell me something. Watch this, y'all. How did that style work out when he fought Lennox Lewis? Oh, Julius, salute, fam. And the peekaboo style, right? How'd that work out with him and Lennox Lewis? Tell me. Wavy, yep. How'd that work out for with Lennox Lewis? That peekaboo style. I know what's coming next because I've had this conversation a million times. Aftermath White. How'd that work out with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis? Come on. He said, come on, bro. Lennox Lewis was totally different athlete from Wilder. Let's be for real. That's not what I asked you. I'm asking you, how did that work out with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis? That's what I asked you. Because then I got another question. How'd that work out? How'd the fight end? Tell me what happened in that fight. Was Mike ever in that fight? How'd the fight end? This is just for Aftermath White. Lennox Lewis stays behind the jab. I know you meant jab. Wilder don't. He don't? Who's a better boxer? Deontay Wilder or King Kong Ortiz? The man said Wilder don't stay behind the jab. Who's a better boxer? Who's a better standard boxer? Deontay Wilder or King Kong Ortiz? Salute to Iron Levant. He said Tyson's style is tailor-made for double jabs and uppercuts. And he told him how he was going to beat him, and he did it. He said, we're talking about Wilder and Tyson, not Lennox Lewis and Tyson. We know how that played out. Okay, so we know how that played out. So I asked you, all right, you said his style is not equipped. And you said that Wilder don't stay behind a jab. How did King Kong Ortiz get flatlined in the rematch? What did he get blinded with before the right hand landed? You see what I mean about the Mike Tyson mystique? There's a mystique about this guy. The man was beatable. Styles make fights. You dogs. You just made my point. Stylistically, that peekaboo shit. A guy that's not sick. Mike's not even 6 feet tall. Trying to come in on a 6'7" guy with a jab, with a killer right hand, punching downwards. Mike will be lucky to get out of 3 rounds. A prime Mike Tyson. How many people thought that Evander Holyfield was going to get knocked out by Mike Tyson? The mystique of Mike Tyson. I was the only person amongst my peers saying, yo, y'all know Evander's going to knock him out, right? No. I'm like, yo, look. I know we love Punch Out. You know, it was dope seeing a kid. Well, he's a little older than us, but what was he, like 19 when he won the heavyweight champion? That was real badass. And he's from Brooklyn and all that stuff. But listen, this guy right here, no. I told y'all before Mike went to jail, when Evander had the flat top, that he was going to whoop Mike's ass. I told y'all that. No, but he had heart problems now. He going to hit him in the chest. He gonna have a heart attack in the ring. All right. Bro. The brother says, I'm not saying Tyson fan, definitely not a Deontay Wilder fan. I don't have a horse in the race, but the fact of the matter is that Tyson is 10 times better than will ever be. Aftermath White, how old are you? Before I go any further, how old are you? You know what, Mike Ryan? I don't think jail had anything to do with it. And jail preserved him. Because I want you to think about something. When Mike was in jail, the heavyweight division was popping. When Mike was in jail, the heavyweight division was popping. The Klitschko's was walking around here. Shannon Briggs was out here. Riddick Bowe, Holyfield. Bowe and Holyfield fought 3 times. Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer, Ike Ibeabuchi, David Tua, Chris Bird was a major player. You said you want $5,000 on an Evander and Tyson twice. How old are you? That's what I asked, brother. So you bet on the fight, you bet on Evander. Was that an emotional bet or something that you knew strategically? Because there's a lot of discredit to Deontay Wilder. And no matter what he does, it seems that you say, okay, well, that's okay now because this era ain't shit. Because he wouldn't do this to A, B, and C. My brother Bruce Goes. I see him in the building. Let me ask you, Bruce. At any point, all right, after jail, we know, but even before jail, do you think Evander Holyfield would have lost to Mike Tyson? I'm telling y'all, there was no way. Aftermath White, you are 53 years old? Here's my next question. Wait a minute. Okay, you said you're not a Mike Tyson fan. And you say you don't like Deontay Wilder, or you just don't have a horse in the race. Because if you don't like Deontay Wilder for whatever reason, then we could just stop the conversation right there. Because then that's a bias that I can't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the color red, I'm not gonna discuss how good of a song "Little Red Corvette" is by Prince. I'm not gonna discuss. You see what I'm saying? If you don't like something going in, I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? So if you don't like Deontay for whatever your reason is, then this is a pointless conversation. You dig what I'm saying? And you can have that opinion. That's fine. So if you don't like the guy, that's fair enough. Xena 360, salute. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my God. So yeah, let's not get started. Here we go. Kurt Sugar in the building. Big bro. Holyfield would have always beaten Tyson. This goes back to their amateur days. Anthony Ingram, salute. This yo, dude. And I'm talking about style. And this ain't no beef. This ain't no beef. Aftermath, right? This ain't no beef. This ain't no beef. You're completely entitled to your opinion. You're respectful, and I appreciate you. You're respectful. You're not on here calling names. That's brilliant. Fine. I ain't got no problem with that. We just have a disagreement. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Nobody's blocking you. You're not disrespecting anybody. Fine. Based off of what I know, right? Stylistically, let's say this: it's a fantasy matchup, and it's fantasy because the fight will never happen. But based off of what we see and what we know so far, from what we've seen from Deontay and what we know about Mike Tyson, if you threw Deontay in the time machine, and let's say Deontay was working with Bob Arum back then, and Mike Tyson was working with Don King, they would have never, Don King would have never put him in the ring with that guy at all. At all. At all. That's a recipe for disaster. The only way, and Stormy said this the other day, the only way that fight is made back in the 80s is if Don King had options on Deontay. That's it. There's no way you're going to put your guy at 5'10", 5'9", in the ring with another guy that's just as angry, just as powerful, just as fearless, but this guy's 6'7", punching downward. That's crazy. He said Wilder got holes in his game, bro. Okay, Mike didn't have holes in his game. Mike didn't have John Connor Wagwan. Mike don't have holes in his game. They got exploited. Bro. Oh, man. If you don't have a clue how he made it this far, brother, you don't know boxing. You don't know boxing. You're not watching the man. When you see the man, but you're not watching the man. When you see him, you know what you listen to? You're listening to everything, the negative rhetoric that people are saying, but you're not watching what he's doing, brother. What are the holes in his game? What are you talking about? And tell me something that you didn't hear the detractors say. Go ahead and say that he don't fight. Salute to Jay Gibson in that cash in the super chat. Much love and appreciation. No doubt, family. E1K, salute. Yeah, Aftermath White, man. You're showing me that you're pretty biased. I'm completely biased against Tyson Fury, but I have seen him do good things in the ring. To say that he doesn't do anything right in the ring, that'd be asinine, because he is a fighter. Good Lord. We went from a jab to holes in this game to resume. I'll do you one better, brother. I'll do you one better. Said, bro, I've been watching boxing and going to championship fights since 1978. Okay. I think I know what a great boxer looks like when I see one. Okay. So you don't know how he's gotten this far. All right. So let's go blow for blow with this. Because we got a little time. I will break down his resume. At the same time, I want you to break down Tyson Fury's resume and tell me how he got this far. That's fair enough? Because I don't know how we got the resume. But let's play the game. Salute to Pete Davenport. Back in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Wilder definitely get a pass when it comes to the toughest. That's one boxer who don't quit and overcame almost losing more than once. Because he's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. And he got all the heart in the world. And did I say he had the best skill set in the world? Never said that. But he's in this position in life for a reason. And rather than accepting the reason, they discredit the entire division. This is where it's gone to. Salute to Xena 360 in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, notice he can't explain the holes in his game. I'm still waiting on that, brother. I'm still waiting on that. But now we ended up on resume. Don't know how we got there. You see what I mean? Excuses versus injury. Now we're on the excuse part. Help me understand. I don't know how we got the resume, but Tyson Fury is a WBC champion. All right, let's never mind the fact of how we know he got that strap, but break down his resume, and I'll break down Deontay's right here in real time. Xena 360, man, back in that super chat, he said it's a troll. That's why he went straight to resume. Bro, I don't want to call him a troll yet. I don't want to call him a troll. You know, y'all didn't bop him, did y'all? Please don't bop him. Don't bop him. I'm giving everybody a chance. MJ Total Health and Wellness and Richmond, salute. He's not on here cursing at anybody or, you know, whatever. You know, I'm giving him a chance. He ain't typing too fast because, you know, he had to Google. Fury's resume. It's okay. Go ahead and pull it up. He said, we got to resume when you start breaking down Mike Tyson's resume. And I broke down his resume. And this don't have nothing to do with Tyson Fury. This has something to do with Wilder and Tyson. But you moving the goal. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You said holes in the game. I said, explain the holes in the game. You said, you said, here we go. First you said, didn't you say he don't work behind the jab? And then I asked you, who's a better boxer? Louis King Kong Ortiz or Deontay Wilder? Majority will say Ortiz. But how'd the fight end? He was blinded by a jab and he ate a right hand. Good night. Good night. That's what happened. Then you said he had holes in his game. I said, break down the holes in his game. I'm still waiting on that. Then I said, you know, why are you acting like me picking Wilder in a fantasy match, because that's what it is, over Tyson, Mike Tyson, is beyond the scope of reason. And you said he has holes in his game. Explain the holes. And I said, why are you acting like Mike is unbeatable? He's been beaten. Then I asked you how to work out between him and Lennox Lewis, who's 6'5". Used the jab, popped an uppercut, and was punching downward and knocked Mike out. And then you said, Wilder's not Lennox Lewis. He's not. He's something different. And then you said, basically, he ain't fight nobody. That's what you basically saying. Wilder ain't fight nobody. So I said, wait a minute. So now we're going to talk about resumes. So since you brought it to several different places, here I am. They have a fight coming up. That's the relevance. So since we're talking about resume, and he ain't fight nobody, are you saying that the heavyweight division ain't shit right now? Is that what you're saying? Is that where we at? Is that where we at? Because that's the move. That's the move. No. Ain't no one's blocking you. No one's blocking you, Aftermath. No one's blocking you. This is a conversation. I just said you've been respectful. I just said that. So you're 53 years old. You've been watching boxing with a critical eye since 1978. So now we're here. You're older than me. I'm 45. So now let's have a conversation. You have not told me what the holes in the game are. All right. You're bringing up resume as a means to discredit what Deontay Wilder's done. So now I'm asking you, is that where we at? We're gonna discredit the entire heavyweight division. No one's there. Deontay Wilder's fought no one. 10 title defenses. He's fought no one. Oh yeah, he fought that guy, but He fought that guy, but He fought that guy, but So if we're discrediting the entire heavyweight division, that's why I want to ask you. So since everyone's so eager about October 9th, what is Tyson Fury's resume looking like? I'm asking. Excuse versus injury. Excuse versus injury. Salute to my brother Zenith 360 in that super chat. He said Wilder made it this far due to less holes than people think. Thank you. It's different when you get in there. All his opponents thought they could exploit holes and lost. Fury's best attribute is outboxing, but it got him knocked cold. Had to change. Third camp. He's going through another change. That's a lot to go through with a guy that ain't shit. Let me go back up here. Salute to my brother Iron Levant. In that super chat, he said, I've been watching boxing since 73. Anyone who says Deontay can't box just don't like and appreciate him. Bottom line. That's the type of time I'm on. That's why I asked you, Aftermath, right? Do you really watch boxing? Or do you come in with a known bias? I know, I'll give you an example. And I'm not accusing you of this, but I'm just giving you an example. This is just me. I have a hard time watching Sergey Kovalev. It was so hard for me to say that he, at one point, he was the best light heavyweight in the world. You know why. But it was a fact at one point. And it broke my heart to see him beat up on Bernard Hopkins like that. Because it was something else for me. It was something else. Because I know what that man is. It was something else. But the universe does things that we don't understand. Turns out, B-Hop deserved every bit of that ass whipping that he got. But we didn't know that at first. We didn't realize that at first. But the universe like, yo, chill. Let me do my work. Y'all will see later. And then the Joe Smith. And I ain't got no beef with Joe. Shout out to Joe from New York. He ain't got nothing to do with B-Hop's thought process. Knocked his ass out the ring. I said, ugh. That's how you gonna go out, B-Hop? Damn. Why'd the boxing gods do that to him? We found out. Now I feel great. It's never on our time. But Kovalev, hard to watch. Because I know what he is. But as hard as it is, I can separate the two. He's a racist, and he's a piece of crap. He's a woman beater and everything else. But if we're keeping it in the ring, at one point, he was the best light heavyweight in the world. See how I did that? The problem is, a lot of people can't do what I do. Now he's talking about he got $500 on the Fury fight. What you want to do, bro? I want you to answer my question. You said holes in the game. Wait, you all over the place for a grown man? You said you're 53? You all over the place. Slow it down. If you really want to get to the money, we'll get to the money. I ain't betting 500. I'm betting more than that. But slow it down. Slow it down. You said his resume was trash, basically. Man. Hold on, I missed a call. Fuck out of here, man. Unbelievable. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do. You all over the place. You keep changing fighters every other sentence, throw a different fighter up. I'm talking and texting. You started with resumes, so break that. Dude, stop. And now you're talking about $500. You're making statements and you're not. First of all, you said holes in the game. What holes? See, excuses versus injury. Excuses. These are the excuses. These are the excuses. Holes. What holes are you talking? What holes that Wilder has in his game that you feel Mike Tyson would exploit in his prime? I ain't gonna take the bet with this dude. He can't show me that he's bet and paid out anything. You don't know me. I don't know him. He's just talking now. Now he's talking about betting money. That's what, when people get angry and they can't support what they say, they start talking about throwing money around as if that's a position of power. It's not. It's actually quite ignorant. It's whatever. Salute to Zen 360. He said they rather speak resumes because all you need is box rec. Breaking down holes in this game requires knowledge of the art and film study. He's repeating what he heard. Now he want to bet distractions. Thank you. I've given this thought. There's a bunch of tall fighters today and through the 90s and early 2000s. There was a bunch of tall guys that I know Mike Tyson would have steamrolled. Deontay ain't one of them. Deontay would have killed Mike. So now, you know, Mr. White, you're looking like a grown adolescent right now. Now you want to bet money. It's not cut and dry. You don't say you bet money with someone you don't know, brother. You don't know me. I don't know you. I'm betting more than 500 on that fight, and I'm betting for a knockout within 5. But we want to discuss resumes. How do we get there? I want to discuss the holes in the game. What do you think Mike can exploit in the prime Deontay Wilder, in the prime Mike Tyson? Boom. Jab, jab, jab. Boom. Boom. Newsflash. Look, I just named a bunch of fighters that would have given Mike a headache. Kane, I know he didn't. He still didn't explain these holes, and I'm waiting. He still didn't explain these holes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. These holes in his game. Waiting. You already discredited his jab. That's how I know you don't watch him. You see him, you don't watch him. What you do is you listen to what people say about him. And this is what Deontay goes through. Never talk about what he does good. And you heard him say, I don't know how he got this far. So did he not just discredit the entire heavyweight division? That's why I brought up resume. I don't know how he got this far. He beat people. And he has a high KO ratio. What you mean how you don't know? Look it up. How you find out? Look up his resume. What you mean you don't know how he got this far? You've been watching boxing since 1978. I was only 3. I didn't start watching boxing with a critical eye until I was like maybe 11. But I was still a child. But I was learning things in the gym. Alfred is right. It's not bad. What are people talking about? And you know what they do to justify their argument? They discredit the entire division. As if Mike Tyson in his prime was fighting in a stacked division. Look it up. Mr. White, how many times in the first 2 years of his pro career, how many fights did Mike Tyson have? Holla at me. Pete Davenport back in that super chat. He said, Drew, take the bet. I'll give him $1,000 to his 500. This guy don't want no smoke. This guy don't want no smoke. He don't. He don't even know. He brought up resume by saying, I don't even know how he got that far. He beat people. What do you mean? He won the belt and had 10 defenses. What do you mean? How did Mike Tyson get the way he is? How many fights did Mike Tyson have when his career started? The first 2 years. Anyone know? In 24 months, what's a reasonable amount today? Yo, peep game. Peep game. In 12 months, a reasonable amount of fights in a 12-month period today In my opinion, for a guy just starting pro career, I'd say maybe 6, 8 fights. Guys that you know, you're trying to get his feet wet, guys you know he's going to beat in a 12-month period. I'm going to say maybe 6 to 8 fights. $24 Mike did something like that. 24 months. Those cartoon style knockouts, a lot of that was from this. Those are fights he was supposed to win. By the time he got to Trevor Berbick, that was a cartoon style knockout. And he got full credit because Trevor Berbick was a real champion. And I will go down Mike Tyson's resume and ask people, pick out his key wins. And they will, you know how many people skip Trevor Berbick when they're looking, they scrolling through the resumes? They go straight to Spinks and Holmes and Ruddock and Bruno. How does Blue say it? You really want to ride this train? This ain't beef. We're just having where he go. You can stand on your opinion. I'm just saying, Deontay Wilder would have whooped Mike's ass. A prime Mike, 21 years old, would have whooped his ass. He'd have beat his ass all over that ring. You know that Marvel What If series? What if Deontay Wilder was born in 1960-something and him and Mike Tyson met in their prime in 1983? It wouldn't have been no Mike Tyson. That's my reality. That's right, Focus Ball. He was fighting like once a month. Let's just be clear. Mr. White brought up resume by saying he don't know how Deontay Wilder got this far, which means he has no faith in his ability. But then he said he has no horse in the race. But then he wants to bet me that he loses to Fury. But you have no horse in the race, though. Okay. Roderick Furlot said Mike would have gotten on the inside and stopped him in 2 rounds, not taking nothing from Wilder's greatness. Roderick, how'd that work out with Lennox Lewis? And I'm bringing up Lennox Lewis for a reason. And I know, here it comes. Deontay's not Lennox. No, he's not. He has a higher KO ratio than Lennox, though. He has a longer jab than Lennox, though. And Lennox was as tough as they come. But he has a better chin than Lennox, though. And he doesn't have the same skill set. His skill set is different, though. And Deontay Wilder has a really good jab. Now, a lot of people that are picking Mike also picked Ortiz to beat him. And I'm asking the same question, how'd that work out? Now, of course, this is fantasy, and y'all entitled to your opinion. I'm just giving you mine. Now, no doubt, Roderick. No, salute to you, fam. I always see you here supporting. No doubt, fam. You know, this is just my opinion. Everyone's entitled to this. Excuses. And it's good that we're talking about this because Mike Tyson, people love making excuses for him. Till this day, they make excuses for him. They say a young Mike Tyson could come in today and dominate the heavyweight division. No, he could not. Everybody today gives Mike a problem. Does he beat everybody? No. Does he beat some people? Yes. But everybody gives him a problem. Why? Fighters that are taller, punching downward, that have decent footwork gave Mike problems. James Quick Tillis stopped the KO streak. Did y'all forget that? That's right, Alfred. There's a possibility the Klitschko's could have beat Mike Tyson. They got great jabs. I think he had a better chance of beating Vladimir than Vitaly would have smoked him. Vitaly has a killer instinct. He was mean. Vladimir is not mean. Vladimir gets mean when he has you hurt. Vitaly's mean. Vitaly's like mean. He's a mean dude. And I'm gonna leave it at this. Once the sensei says something, I'm gonna leave it at this. Stormy B Man says that guy is an idiot. When asked about the future of the heavyweight division, Emmanuel Stewart predicted Fury and Wilder. So he knows better than Emmanuel? Nope. Do y'all remember that? And I see, bro. See, do y'all remember that? Emmanuel Stewart said if he was to make a pick, those two names are going to lead the charge in the division. Emmanuel Stewart knew boxing. Emmanuel Stewart, he liked and he specialized in training big men. He worked with Tyson Fury. He has all the faith in the world in Deontay Wilder. So when y'all talking about wild punches and y'all don't know how he got this far, Emmanuel Stewart was the one that picked him to come out the pack. And not for nothing, he's improved since we saw him in the pros, from the amateurs to the Olympics to the pros. And now we're seeing another phase, what he's doing with Malik Scott. So we're seeing like 4 different phases of Deontay Wilder. This is some historical shit we're witnessing here. And instead of appreciating it, people are cutting it down. But it's okay. It's okay. Salute to my brother Pete Davenport back in that super chat. He said, this super chat is for Mr. 500. My boy Drew, respect your opinion, didn't block you, and held a back and forth conversation. That's all I ask, man. Mr. White was not in here mudslinging. He wasn't calling anybody out their name. He wasn't flinging around the N-word. I don't know his ethnicity. I don't know. We just had a difference of opinion. I didn't throw him out of here. Y'all didn't block him, right? No. It was respectful. And I appreciate you, Mr. White. You're not blocked. We have a difference of opinion. And I don't know you to be betting you. When it gets close to the fight time, I don't know, maybe we'll do a little something. Got to show me proof of who you are, though. That means I need to see your face. I need to know your government. I don't play games like that. You know what I mean? I run a fair channel. Salute to my brother Roderick in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, fam. You know, listen, it's okay to have a difference of opinion. We're still family. It's all right. It can get a little passionate in here, but I'm not going to call anybody out their name or nothing. It's never that serious. But Mike Tyson, I knew he was going to stop here. I got dozens of examples, but Mike Tyson is one of the main fighters in this world that people make excuses for. It has to stop. It's never going to stop, but it has to. There's more mystique surrounding him. People make excuses for Mike. Oh, he lost because he was old. He lost because he went to jail. He lost because his heart ain't in it. No, how about he just lost to the better fighter? But Drew, why can't you say that about Fury? I did. After the second fight, I did. For like 7 days. I did. I ate that. I said, you got to come back stronger. But then the evidence started coming out, and I'm like, I can't ignore that. That's crazy. What is that? Wait a minute. He did look drunk. What the fuck? Wait a minute. This guy he already got a criminal track record. Oh, come on. Tainted the whole thing. And now it got ugly. You think I wanted this? Man. Kane the Bad Guy says, notice how Wilder is the only fighter they ever say gets destroyed by Mike. Man, you say Mike versus AJ. Oh, well, that'll be a good fight, because AJ, he can move and, he got a nice uppercut on the inside. How about this? When you say AJ, how do you know it's not going to end up like Frank Bruno? Matter of fact, didn't AJ say, nah, I could never beat Mike? Didn't AJ say that? He said Mike would kill me. I mean, he said that. Why is it taboo? Just saying. AJ said that. Tyson Fury said that Mike Tyson in his prime would beat him. They said that. If Deontay says, ain't nobody beating me. Nobody. No era. Oh, that's just disrespectful. Shut up. Shut up. Watch this. Y'all remember when Allen Iverson, his rookie season, came in there and shook Michael Jordan out of his Jordans? Jade him right in his face. Everyone was like, ooh. And they went to him and they said, Fresh and Focused clothing brand, man, you never late, brother. Salute, man. Glad to see you. He said, yo, man, you did that to Michael Jordan. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens in the building. Salute. You did that to Michael Jordan. And Allen was like, so? And they were trying to make him, they tried to make him feel bad for shaking Mike. Y'all remember that? And he said, yo, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the best player in the NBA. He said he's better than Michael Jordan. Oh my God, I don't like this kid. I don't like his bandanas. I don't like his do-rags. I don't like how he wears baggy clothes. And he became the target. He went to Mike and said, yo, you heard what Allen Iverson said? He said he's supposed to say that. He's supposed to come in here and get intimidated. Was Michael Jordan intimidated by Larry Bird when he came into the league? No. He said, yo, take this 70. What did he drop on him? Like what, 81 points? Something crazy. He's supposed to come in there and get glamored by Larry Bird. Oh, this is Larry Bird. No. Take this jump shot in your face in the playoffs. Come on, man. So while everyone was over there kissing ass, Deontay like, you're 63. While everyone's over there kissing ass, Deontay's like, no, I'll beat everybody. I don't care. That's the type of time I'm on. Prove me wrong. Drug-free. Excuses versus injury. Fury and AJ said, nah, I wouldn't beat Mike Tyson. You let their fans say it. Oh, well, you know, they'd have a chance against Mike Tyson. Yeah, you know, because they're tall. And you know what? Both of those men are bigger than Mike. They'd be punching downward. Fury got good footwork. He'd give Mike some problems. AJ would give Mike some problems until he gets caught later in the round. Mike will go in there and try and steamroll Deontay and eat a right hand. Why is that hard to believe when Evander Holyfield whooped Mike's ass? Why is that hard to believe when Lennox Lewis whooped Mike's ass? Why is that hard to believe when James Quick Tillis stopped the KO streak? Y'all, stop playing punch out. Stop. Yeah, Mike would have ended up like Spilker. Stop, man. You guys are doing the most. David Haye versus Tyson Fury. That fight I was looking forward to because I wanted to see who would come out on top. That was a great matchup. David Haye, he could box. He fought Nikolai Valuev. It looked crazy in the ring. Nikolai was like 7 feet tall. He was light on his feet. He was the biggest heavyweight champion. Don't let them tell you that Fury is. It was him. Nikolai Valuev was over 300 pounds, 7 feet tall. He was light on his feet. And he was another guy, Justin Trouble, salute. He was another guy that couldn't, he didn't have no punching power. Like the physique didn't match what he was throwing. And David Haye almost knocked his ass out in the 12th round. Beautiful boxing performance. So I was looking forward to seeing what he was able to do against Tyson Fury. Looking back, I'm glad he ain't fight Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury probably would have cheated him. But it didn't happen because why? I think something happened with David Hayes' shoulder, right? And by then I was like, damn. Did anybody say that David Hayes was making excuses? You remember when he fought Vladimir Klitschko? And he couldn't get off on him. And then he takes off the boot in the ring. My toe, his toe looked like a Z. I was like, oh, his toe's broke. So, should have postponed the fight. Yeah, that part. That part. But that don't count because Mike fired his corner and he was out there having sex with women. Right? That don't count though. None of that counts. Long count. But that didn't happen though, right? For sure. Deontay would have tore Mike's ass up, man. And I appreciate what Mike has done for the sport of boxing. And he was fun to watch. And I do like watching him in the ring. I'm just thinking that Deontay would have beat his ass. I think a prime Larry Holmes would have beat Mike's ass. The Dark Destroyer would have whooped Mike's ass. Man, stop, man. Stop. Whatever. Joe Joyce in the 80s gets slept early against a lot of people. Against Tony Tucker, for Pete's sake. It's crazy. Ray Mercer sleeps him. Forget about it. David Hay, very injury prone. But did anyone say, yo, he's making excuses? Did anyone say that? Anyone come for David Hay like that? Or they were just like, oh man, he's hurt again? Or is it, he's hurt again? Just asking. I don't know, man. I'm wondering. What about Lomachenko? Oh, Kane, don't even put that code on us. They can say whatever. What about Lomachenko? Second pro fight, loses, doesn't run it back. The media whitewashes it and tries to convince us that it didn't happen. Right? He finally takes the L against Teofimo. Right? That happened. And how many excuses did we hear come from him? The judges was in on it. Body parts hurting. Did anybody, Steve Kim, Kevin Iole, Rick Glasser, did anybody call him out on that? Anyone say anything? Take your loss like a man. Did anyone say that? I don't recall. I'm asking. Send me the link, because I've never read it. The only people that questioned his integrity was us. Like, yo, whoa, what's this? What is this? My brother Pete Davenport back in that super chat. He said, I tell people who don't believe the cheating because it isn't from their trusted anchor. Don't believe me. Trust your eyes. Yes. Trust your eyes. But if you ain't looking, what good are your eyes? You know what I mean? These cats are amazing out here. Salute to Pete. Man. I don't listen to ESPN, or these guys are weird. If you're looking, you'll see it. But if you don't care, you're not going to see it. Like the brother, Mr. White, who said he don't know how Deontay got this far. What? So you've been watching boxing since 1978, and you don't know how Deontay got this far? What do you really mean? So you don't know how he got this far? So you're questioning, going to life and salute. You're questioning the division, which prompt me to bring up the resume because you brought it up. You don't know how he got this far. Okay, so how did anybody get anywhere? How did AJ get this far? How did fit? That's why I asked. How's Fury's resume looking? How did he get this far? Because I know how he got here. Why? Because Deontay was in a position of power and said, here, brother, come on, get this payday. Get off the couch, lose some weight. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I got you. And how was he repaid? See? Brother, you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. That's right, JC. He sound like a hater, but he's still welcome back. He's not blocked. He's welcome back. I didn't move that goalpost, Mr. White. You did. You did. Let's be clear. You said, I don't know how he got here. That's resume. How do we know how do we find out how he got here? We look at what? His resume. Anyway, Lomachenko made a lot of excuses, did he not? No backlash at all. No backlash. They said nothing. Aioli, Glasser, Steve Kim, those serpents. Said nothing. They said nothing about Dillian White's nonsense. Beef sample, gloves. They said nothing. Excuse me. Billy Joe Saunders criticized Daniel Dubois. Oh, your eye. Yeah, you quit, man. You shouldn't do that. What I say about instant karma? Very next fight against Canelo. What happened? Got your eye bust up and you quit. Did he receive any backlash? No. The brother Anthony Joshua says, what'd he say about Andy Ruiz? Oh, he had a punch that came from the gods. You know, Hera, Hercules or something. Flew into MSG, got in his glove and bonged him. That's what he said. That's what AJ said. Where were the articles? Making excuses. That's right, Bert. Silence, compliance, complicity. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. They say, yo, man, AJ, what are you talking about? He didn't get lucky. You sure you didn't just get outboxed that night? No, it's from the guards. All right. Anyone else found that a bit mental? Whatever. So now, bring it full circle. Errol, he has eye issues and he provides all kind of documentations and he's proven his eye injury was real. Something that he wasn't obligated to do. And the media and the mental fans they still insist on questioning his integrity. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao has made all kinds of excuses for all of his losses, which includes personal injury, which discredits his opponent. This ain't the first time for Manny doing some nonsense like that, is it not? Duke Todd, salute. Did he not do that? He just said something crazy about Ugas. He said something crazy about Ugas. Discredited Ugas. Crazy. Completely discredited Ugas. Referred to him as the worst opponent that he could ever prepare for. Something he said. I didn't read the whole tweet. It was, well, I read it, but I didn't retain it. I was like, come on, man. We're the Manny Pacquiao fans or supporters that say, oh, chill. Manny, stop. You're 42. That's what happened. Your legs got tired because that's what happens when you're an older gentleman. You've been doing this for 2 decades. Maybe more. Pack it up now. Come to the Philippines. Do what you need to do. We enjoyed your career. Stop. Because the next time you see, if that was Errol, you'd have got your ass kicked. And by the way, poor taste, clown and Errol. Because now Jinky got to feed you with a damn spoon. And she's singing Sweet Caroline. I found that weird. Yo, Pete is acting out today, man. Salute to my brother Pete Davenport back in that super chat, man. He said this super chat is for the cornball Bernard Hopkins talking about what Errol need to do, but don't step up for Wilder, another clown. Bro, that's another show in itself, man. That's another show in itself, man. B-Hop lost me. Yeah, they need to make it. Salute to you, Pete, man. Much love, man. Yeah, they need to make Gerber baby food for Manny Pacquiao. Now the man is swollen up. He can't see. Now, again, that's more than likely not the first time this has happened to him. This is probably regular practice. It's just the first time that we're seeing it. He's a fighter. And I'm not taking a personal shot towards him. What he said to Ugas is disrespectful. That's for however Ugas wants to handle it. But I want the Pactards to see how the universe works. Y'all clowned Errol. Y'all said he was ducking and dodging. Y'all making fun of his eye. And the Bud fans that did that, when Errol went through that had nothing to do with y'all. I want y'all to pay attention. Pactards did all of that. Look at your man now. Shout out to Champside.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Manny, grabe naman yung asawa mo pag-alaga sa'yo, ha?
Ay, naku, Dayan.
Yeah, always remember that.
Ha?
Sabi nga ng Espanya, blue thick and thin.
Amen.
See that?
Blue thick and thin.
See that?
Piruwira.
How's that, Pactards? That's not career ending, not threatening, but that's just enough to see. And anybody petty could clown y'all with that. I don't need to do that. That's not what I'm gonna do with Manny. I'm maybe if this was 10 years ago and I was feeling petty, I'd have done something. But no, I don't need to, because time has revealed the truth. And I'm led to believe if that was Errol, you wouldn't have to worry about his eyes being swollen like that. His ribs would have been caved in. His left rib would have been touching the right rib, and his lung would have been coming out of the top of his head. Okay? So y'all got off light with Ugas. And y'all keep playing, and if he gets in the ring with Ugas again, it might look worse. But anyway, I've been running my mouth a long time. Much love and appreciation to everybody. Pete Davenport stepped up big, man. Much love and appreciation, man. This all I want to do is talk boxing. We don't always have to agree. You know, shout out to Mr. White. You know, it's no beef. It's no beef. You know, it can get kind of real in here. It's no big deal, man. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. It's just boxing conversations, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. And other stuff we talk about, man. We can always agree to disagree. It's all good, man. Shout out to my supporters, man. Shout out to my trolls. But I encourage you to mind your business and grow your channel. Rather than hate on me, hit me up. And maybe I can give you some advice how I know it. We ain't got to be enemies. We could be cool. It's a community. You don't grow a community with war, with beef. That's ridiculous. Do better. And on that note, much love, appreciation to all of y'all. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Love and appreciate every last one of y'all. Trill should be coming up next. After Trill, you already know the deal. Big Unc KQKC be holding it down. Keon later on in the day. Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. You know, we got everything on lock, man. BFTB later, man. I love what we got going on here, man. This is all we want. I don't even watch TV, man. I don't even know what's on there. Unless it's like Netflix or Disney or something I don't want to watch, man. But I might see y'all tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday. I normally don't work, but I feel good, you know. So I feel tomorrow. I feel like shit right now, to be honest with you. But yeah. Bronx on deck. I see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.
Move!